Janet, welcome. Thank you for coming in to sit down and talk with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sure. Um, my understanding is that you've already been through the initial interview process in terms of becoming a participant at Family Scholar House.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You can call me Ken, by the way.
Okay.
Do you have any questions of me as we go into this interview?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just really nervous. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's based on what I've read of what you've already talked with other people here about. I know that you've been through a lot, and the whole Scholar House program is designed to help you say, okay, that was what was. That has happened and it's in the past. And what we're going to do going forward is start fresh, start new.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about you and what you want to do as far as your son is concerned.
Well, he's 2, and I want him to be able to start at a good daycare, or have someone to be I don't want him to just sit at home by himself. He needs to have someone watching him. I want him to be able to get into a preschool program where he can learn, and then go and just have a better start to school than I did.
Good, good. So you've been over to the day center at this campus, or not? Okay, then what we'll do is arrange, after our session is done today, arrange a time so that you and your son can go over there and see how we do things in the daycare center.
Okay, what would he be doing there?
The daycare center is, it's a full service day center, if you will.
Okay.
So for kids who are in that early stage, since he's 2, it would be more learning interaction with other kids, learning how to socialize.
Okay.
And that way, there's no heavy education thrust, obviously, he's 2, but give him the opportunity to be a kid with other kids.
Okay.
In a positive environment,
Okay.
a nurturing environment. So that's what that's about. And the nice thing is it's on our campus, and from a security standpoint, it's protected by the University of Louisville Police.
Okay.
So it's very secure.
Well, that's good.
Yes, indeed. Now, from your standpoint, then, I understand you're looking at going back to school. And what would you be studying at school when you go back?
I want to go get my bachelor's in social work.
Fantastic. And what kind of folks would you be looking to work with?
I'm not really sure yet. I just know that I want to be able to help people.
Okay, that's good. That's good. The program is very strong, and when you start out at the bachelor's level, it gives you the opportunity to explore all kinds of alternatives. So, and they'll certainly test your mettle as far as the kinds of courses that are available. So good for you. In terms of the program, one of the important things that we work on, and that we would work with you on, is setting goals, setting up a plan.
Okay.
So have you ever put together a plan for your own life before?
No.
We have counselors here who will sit with you, and there are group sessions and individual sessions where you can actually go through and learn and understand and develop a plan, because we feel very strongly that if you have a plan and it's in writing, you're going to make it happen.
Okay.
Do you have any questions or any concerns about that?
Well, I mean, I've never had a life plan, and so I don't know if I can actually, what if I can't do it?
That's where we help you.
Okay.
So if you're in a group session, you will have other participants, just folks who have been through similar situations to what you've described and what we've talked about in the past. And the idea will be, okay, who are you? Where do you want to be in 2, 3, 4 years? How do you want to help your child? What kind of schooling do you want? What kind of job do you think you might want when you get out of college?
Okay.
In other words, it's thinking about, for the first time, thinking about you and thinking about your son,
Okay.
first and foremost. And how do you help yourself? And how do you learn to use your friends, because they will become friends here, many. And how do you work with your friends to help and support one another as you all go through this new adventure?
Okay.
That sound like a good direction to take?
Yeah, I'm still nervous, but
Understand.
yeah.
Now, are you still in counseling at 7 counties?
Mhm.
Okay. And tell me how that's going.
It's going pretty well. I go once every other week
Mhm.
and meet with my counselor, and then I have to go to a parenting class as well.
Okay.
And that's the opposite weeks that I am seeing my counselor. So I'm there every week.
Good, good. And do you feel that you're getting or making good progress from those sessions?
Yeah, the parenting groups, I don't really like it because I don't think I need it. I'm there with a bunch of people who have like hit their kids and stuff, and I didn't do that.
Okay. How did you end up in that class then?
My ex-boyfriend, he was mad at me, and so he filed a report that I had beat Mikey.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I didn't, and so, but the court is making me go to the class.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine. I do it because I want to do what the court needs me to, but it's just,
Sure.
it kind of sucks to be there with a bunch of people who actually have hurt their children.
Mm-hmm. You have an advantage in that, though. Think about it this way. You are in much better control than those folks who have succumbed to the temptation to raise a hand to their child.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you the option and the advantage of being a leader in that group, where you can say, this is a better way to do this when you get frustrated. So again, that's one more way that you're putting yourself at the forefront, that you're giving yourself the option of, I can do this, I can go forward and make it work.
Mm-hmm. Is that going to stop me from being able to get into the program?
No.
Okay.
No. Because you signed a permission for us to talk with the folks there to get an idea of how progress is and if or when we move forward, what we need to do to help support you in that line.
Okay.
So our purpose today was really to get together, just further the process, because it is a lengthy process to
Mm-hmm.
become a participant at Family Scholar House, to emphasize to you that we have enormous breadth of service here that's available to you. So when you have questions, when you have issues, please don't be shy, but come to one of us and say, hey, can we talk for a minute?
Okay.
And our doors are always open to that.
Okay.
And then for you and for Mike, you're at that end of the interview stage in the process, which means our next step is determining when we can find a place for you in one of our 4 campuses.
Okay.
So I will get my report into the folks, and then what we will do is plan on following up with you the first part of the week
Okay.
to sit down with you and talk time frame and talk how to move forward.
Okay. Thank you.
I thank you. Thanks for coming in, Janet.
Yeah. Thanks, Ken.